Hello everybody, there has been a request for number 19 from section 3.2, page 120. I believe the person only said number 19, so I'm hoping this is the right 19. So I'm going to do this proof, and we're going to prove that the two triangles are congruent. In this section, we only have three triangle congruences that we're going to use. It's going to be side, angle, side, 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 or angle, side, angle. So those are the only three that you know so far, so we're going to work toward those. All right, and I'm going to do the two columns. So what was in our given was that PR is equal to NT. And I like when I write it down here that I'm just going to mark up the diagram. So PR is equal to NT. NO is equal to SR. So NO is equal to SR. And O is 1/3 of the way from N to P. That means ON is equal to 1/3 of PN. 1/3 of the way to NP. I can use what I wrote down below, or I can use what's up above. The key part is the 1/3. And then S is 1/3 of the way from R to T. So S is 1/3 of the way from R to T. So RS is 1/3 of RT. So if I am looking at this, I know that I'm not given any angles, so side angle side doesn't make sense, and angle side angle doesn't make sense. I'm going to try to go for side side side. So I know I have one side with these two on the right, well, the one on the right here, and this one. And the other thing that we have is this one in the middle. Let's see if I can, there we go. And that one's reflexive. So this one is its side all by itself. So I know I have two sides. So now I need to get the third side. The third side would be PN is equal to RT. But I know that ON is 1/3 of PN and RS is 1/3 of RT. If I were to multiply ON by 3, I would get PN. If I were to multiply RS by 3, or SR, I should have put it in SR, by 3 I'll get RT. So my second step here that I'm going to do is I am going to put in that reflexive piece. So RN is equal to RN. So now I have one side here. I have a second side. My third side, I'm going to take from this step right here. If I multiply both sides by 3, if I multiply NO by 3, I'm going to get PN. If I multiply SR by 3, I'm going to get RT. So that's multiplication from this given. Multiplication property of equality from the given. Okay? Because I know this given here about the 1/3, and I know that these two parts are equal. So when I multiply by 3, I can get that. So I can skip right to that part, or I can do the algebraic version, which I'll get to in a second. But there's my third side. So my fourth step here is triangle NRT will equal triangle RNP. So this first step up here was given. My second step is reflexive property. My third step is multiplication. property of equality, because I can do the same thing to both sides. My fourth step, the two triangles are congruent by side, side, side. Side, side, side. And that is from step 1, step 2, and step 3 is where the 3 sides are written down. Okay, so that was done there. The second way you could have done it was to write out your given. This step in here, I'm going to show over here algebraically. So I know that ON is equal to 1/3 of PN, and I know RS is 1/3 of RT. So by substitution, I could have written an 1/3 of PN equals 1/3 of RT by substituting these spaces in for that one. So this goes in for that piece, and this one went into that piece. And then from here, I can multiply each side by 3. When I multiply each side by 3, I end up with PN equals RT. So I could have done it that way with substitution as well, but our book allows us to skip those steps. So I could have skipped it, or I could have put in that algebra. It's up to you. So you would have had that one extra step of substitution in there, and this would have been 5 steps. Hope this helps, and I'll see you in the next video.